Yeah, Obi, it says Psalm 23, but this is just one prayer. You don't necessarily have to be a Christian.
Yeah.
But it's our prayer.
Yeah.
The Lord's Prayer.
The Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Thy will. Open. Enyeho ewo asase you say etie wo soro. Give us this day our daily bread. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses.
Asempa FM.
Yen fun so no.
Fache
yen. Said ye onso di yen amanfo mo fom yen no. Yen chichechiche. Do was it? And forgive us our trespasses.
As we forgive those.
Many obi. Those who trespass against us, we forgive them.
Yes. And then what it means, let's say, so person ya made one from Swachawa. Unso so the afufro de.
So person peja omu abrabo mu a.
Yes.
So person otimi di ye wa abrabo mu a. That's why I say sometimes I am amazed people's level of bitterness and hatred. Say me pa the way me pa there.
Say me the be chew.
Say pa say me the be ready we wo. Ampa the person might have led you to your death, to your incarceration or whatever. But your bitterness, your anger, your hatred is not the solution to that trespass.
No.
Timisre, the hear me we pa and say, let's forgive ourselves and let's focus on the crown. Gobi, who edinya this time pa Ghana pa. People are really, really bitter. Not politically because they are alone. No. People's levels of greed, selfishness, self-centeredness, cowardice, backbiting, pull him down. These ill values, you know. Over graph, you see this issue too now. Haven't got end time. The desperation and frustration for people to make money. Obi go at whatever end. It doesn't matter what it will cost the person. And Obi try to cry to so. Obi dear dance crew or court. Etiawa. Empusu no crowd. I don't say na wo differ wa only say a tro. Sure. But now odia kukudro did tro. E dey na me timi say nyina so no. That's why election year is filled with all manner of deceitful promises, propaganda, lies, and all those things that nipa crown to peace of mind. Scheming and orchestration only in election year they deepen more. And we avail ourselves to these traits papa. And strong election year. They say election year. Propaganda and election year. Bibia papa election year. Ungratefulness in election year. Recordings in election year. Obi nko to amuna nko election year. Obi set it up obi election year. So say we are deepening the values that corrupt society and does not bring society out for society to move along. Because our levels of transparency, honesty, patriotism, why?
It's true. I think why? I mean the Lord's Prayer, no, you move come from time and use. But if you don't pay attention to the words and what the words mean,
that's why we are limited. As you are listening to music, limited. That's why sometimes you call oil, pour oil, and give us new strength. That's the essence of that oil, no.
Revive us, O Lord.
Revive us, O Lord. Because I can put piano. Come pese ye can pledge no not the Lord's Prayer then the credible so recital so not the traditional recital in our back read ni na be The Apostles' Creed, Obia Kinkai Bisavia. Unam how Tim Krabashi, because ultimate Kofa, Obia, you cannot do that.
Sure. And if you pay attention to the words, you know, say, maybe why a daily affair, into forgiveness, asking for forgiveness from the Lord, a daily. It will say, and forgive and give us our daily bread.
Our daily bread. It means there's a certain responsibility on God.
Absolutely.
Daily bread.
Absolutely. Say Yankopon amount every day. Yes. Oh, nakom.
Nenye no kase enoma omo nom pam. But every blessed omo God omo nya bi disa e hye omo buo ka.
Omo muana.
Yes.
Omo muana. Forgive us our trespasses. It's a daily thing as we forgive those. But what is important for me in the Lord's Prayer, where it says, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Yes.
We have always not prayed the right prayer.
Absolutely. It is said the Nyankopon pe e wo soro no. Sa na de wo soro no emra sa so. And that's why if you pray this prayer, you should see yourself as an ambassador of God on earth.
Representing.
Because Nyankopon pe said the e koso wo soro ne ba asase so a ona mene wo so
representing. And it comes to
see
standards.
Yourself as ambassador.
Standards
Principles.
Values.
Principles. Sure.
That's it.
Sure.
Sure. In this profession that we've chosen for now, law professional, teaching professional, was standards.
Standards.
Now the second supervisor will be a lesson. How do you want to become a teacher? What's your point?
Sure.
Now you're a standard. Now saying you're Baba Kubia. Now I'm sure you know maybe your friend the bows. I just said there's a standard.
It's true.
Multimedia. We have a certain standard. We are an institution that air, but your levels of error minimize.
It's true.
Obia mi me obia GD but GD bia minimum so wumbiano. Za GD frowns upon basic things being in our front on. Your approach, enemy approach different. But no credit say bottom line almost all the faiths are known out there.
Your values. And Elder Amos Kwabena on forgiveness in Omanhene, you know. I think he has a whole video on YouTube titled Fight Fairly, Forgive Fully. Fight fairly, forgive fully. It is a Utemia. You can get onto YouTube, Amos Kwabena, and listen. But there is a memory verse he shares with us, Matthew 6:14-15. Or say, for if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father would also forgive you.
Of course.
But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither would your heavenly Father.
Yes, anyway. And this afternoon will be under the sound of my voice.
Yes.
Maybe deliberately and undeliberately, I might have done one or two beer.
Sure.
On my blind side. I ask for forgiveness. In fact, that's the best thing I can get for my birthday. I ask for forgiveness. Because one basic very difficult for you. And all the ball my picture anymore. You no credit any or papa additional mine, any accoma additional man, and no more mine and shine. It will come kind. A dear be all you be also the diligence, a key.
Diligence. There is a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King, you say, we must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love.
And you see a doing issue, you know, I do the promotion. So that bitterness, that pain, payback, unforgiving spirit, what now be there? Be better now, dear.
Yeah.
Sometimes the prophecies that are coming, it's just these basics. Until my Ghana cry, bread.
19
yes,
me mafia.
Obi promotions we are talking right now. I got to be because no sabi oyenyame. It is any pan pass of not tran krone de man ntrada. Now person will do 10. Let's forgive ourselves.
And there you say among for so den kofo ho asem show mumu not based on what they've experienced from the person personally.
No,
obiaka. Omanhene to say. Omanhene da.
They be am ka say radin fa me papa nsi. On se oko dom ni dom no na omo ka say asumasi eye kromfo. Na on so ko so say asumasi eye kromfo. One way ya when you be bow now angel and wako no.
Oh.
Eti mesre We all are victims of some of these accusations. I am founded. And that crown there, baby, how did you crown? Ultimate Junior. No crop on the catch on.
Well, Usro,
Miss Okotra, baby, you may see what Yako Carpa. It's a papa crow. Usro. Oko introduce will be their culture be said. As soon as you have maintained a boy, oh, Jai. But you cannot live this life like that.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
In as much as you can, I rather fact you form such as the amount for you. Who need now so treating my brother, now she put thoughts. You cannot run to somebody every blessed morning and go and gossip about somebody and get 50 CDs or 20 CDs and you think that you are satisfied. It's not true. Especially in election year.
Can't confort
especially in election year. Now, many of you, Onyamia Daruma Pentecost Jay was building a dear to be a misrepresenting. It's a blessing to us.
Yes.
Because by our fruits, by our conversation, Onyamia was it that be that. So any misrepresentation on our part, even in broad daylight, the more country, I rather me was that.
It will not happen.
It will not. To the glory of God. It will say, so what teaching or mind teaching a Juma teaching with that mindset, they be a bogu in him. And that is why I keep telling people all the time that knowing God is different from experiencing and walking with Him. And you continue your sorry. And you elder Tony Bantina Sunday be an Meko Pentecost. Many share on my boy, but me me cramming and quadjum a Juma.
As if I am Shania Hope pray.
And do that now. Now orchestrator any schema. Now misrepresenting Nipa, now blackmailing Kofo. Now you can Kofo some every day, imagine 5,000, 2,000. Your conscience should always be your guide. As a journalist, speak to the realities on the ground. Obi me be bamin sem so na. Me mama ba Quanti Joyce of Maryland. Mrs. Joyce dia
in the US of
A. Me gina na name one ne baba ko Edgar Pia.
Okay.
Ohwe ni wura.
Okay.
Yura Mr. Robert Kokudia. None of that a year course of Maryland.
Okay.
In fact, Niku Golden Heart Club, any to my friends, name Nananum, I am for be mobile Maryland and how much they pass. Yeah, mammy, almost 40 years in America.
Oh,
yeah. Or just on fun and yamming some or
Taiba Ghana, dear.
Well, one or the
about only fear kind.
Mama Jersey, Yako, but then I'm saying, Munyamsa or the shell bra. Also Ura at 12 a very painful moment, but
Maryland is a very nice place.
Nipe by the ma ultimate and a wretched tree. A man a real fin who do baby say a mirror a free me. Do you for Ura?
I think Ghana for a woman on about a year.
Yes. And a bassa a kuku they are
very active.
Yes. Yeah, now for Ghana for Cranny Musudia. Also, what tongue cranny. No,
but the challenge they say, and I think when we went to Paris, we experienced that. Senye ye ne beba and I say obi worry ubenya Ghana for ni at one place and mostly no omuntan hyehyie omo ho saa o say we've also taken up sa individualistic way of living in Europe.
Exactly.
But for a year beba amanfo be hia ne saa ne I think ekueku no so ye boa meetings ne
okay say many me call Canada they go me Ghana for edi kan ba omufi omusie e che Ashton compound house na die plan as aba you see fie to
Canada
no as Ashton fie because here pa yeah
obusuani bia bo benya be
na me ngira large Collins dad was name na no da kwesi adaya adoa no former president Anafi Alexi Boamne ahemfo wa hafo na ekiri nyina no contractors awodo omo ebetai large Collins dad echi na chief chipsa.
That's nice.
Edom alaji de oyenipa edom nyina ase na say bibia ko kama I just got the information say you know about call style from a DJ we film.
I saw the post of KOD.
Yeah.
KOD na me who post na one Facebook page na DJ Isaac Cool. Yes. I saw his picture but na nim no nya family.
DJ was by him say.
Yeah.
But
nim no nya family. Once he's in the fraternity, I hear they did the last 1 month was terrible for him or 37. I mean for the crazy na and then many abusuani nya I mean chechire o more it's a sad thing.
Okay, so
elder Tony ba so chia. Okay. So baba try wo. Yes, some man PI do.
Baba magaje be si baba on the me ba apart from konko de me ba no na me ba be ready shoe no kakra. It's the elder be da CP. So Obi, another areas are bare for we you share quickly. I would have been surprised if the Yoko report about the former road minister acquired otherwise, because I've just chanced on the report. I've read portions of it through lawyer Kojo Fojo.
Okay.
In the Mr. Braka and a Professor Adai. Contractor for road minister.
Some of the contracts are inflated.
So I was eager to know what really will come out. But that, if I debut them coming from but he's an example of public service holders. We all have to copy some of the traits. Who can be what to make just discipline? Obi say road ministry nebiano. No, deals name. Honestly speaking, check up. He brought what we call discipline in public spaces, and we need those people. We all know now buying him say you are buying fan hoka amanoni. Okodu na sa amanoni for na fan hoka.
Or they are buying $6
everything or the nadi na be good or they are buying the brain back. You know, it's
rare.
It's very, very rare. Contractors or the classification ministry paying for one ma na ebinim sawo meka che omo companies om the ejuma om sika keka ma no mutimi nkogina okati side nyina off in this country. Anybody I say ECG that's what Mr. say changes there but when you fasa ECG for na Dubik Nanka because Ghana and ECG are suffer most obia obeba ECG bia mon homode obia interesting obia obeba ECG bia mon homode. And I'm happy that these changes in Bebano, I bet with everybody this week. No, Dubik lawyer Dubik
Maham.
Namiadum uncount. Okay. On the bust, I'll be so disappointed. Because criteria don't quite say as other ones quite say on your party boy in the Sanama. As I said, Mama Ghana so Indian for soccer. Ubi and Tim party boy at the expense of Ghana. These two young men are singled them out. ECG and boss, provincial. On an answer concern now, but somebody be no. Sure. It is. I want to be clear. Did you make can say Obi? Now me and him the Ukraine. In here say FM. Ya tutu. Ya nyoma. Emma Adiebi aye as Omanhene phone. Into Yoko report no. It has exonerated the former minister, the ministry, and any other person. Okay. Now me ya say. Professor Stephen Adai. Say baby what if you do say wadara ma say obi ye hwe no so ye koso hwe no so e de boy bra ti nyoma ni bi wono ma sa dance eni ho ye ntwan for you bi atesem de bia de amount 45 ye bi na kan yi say dodo na de ye adwuma kamika bi bia ye bi kwa ko bi kwa ko ne kasa bi.
But I was even wondering what Yoko exactly was going to investigate. Because if a general statement has been made, says a contract.
That's what they do. They take 1 million. They do the. They
moved, but there was no specific.
No, they moved beyond, and I think there was a scope.
Okay.
So they moved beyond the normal because I think it's a TV. So was that my contractor for the ministers? It will be difficult to see through, but it will also done see about. But in this case, this minister. And the ministry and the chief directors, highways, area Collins, can't say Alaji Abbas. Or my distinguished plus all workers there. It doesn't stop us from re-looking into the place, but as it stands now,
as far as the Yoko work is concerned,
am I exonerated? And I mean, Shano. So, being a public office holding, you know, the one some capa, so the kind of assembly, you find him in A or B or C or D. you not get him doing that.
And what is interesting about it, the end is it is not as if it was a dormant ministry. A ministry, projects or Sikai, if you distinguish yourself in that manner, it's good.
Obi two,
it's good.
Nano Dami who said joy ne Adum TV for their news. Meaning Alaji Abbas Mr. Collins Master Collins more highways ne. One chile ne technical bill. Ayina ebu okufu anymore and then wait a height a check and a president.
Okay. Axle load way.
Axle load. I think something really. Dominic was if you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Axle load. Kufu. Like Kufu hotel at you.
Kufu hotel at you.
And about motor in and rather.
Okay.
A boot and I don't know. Very risky because those things no. And move easily how.
Cars ne load broso no.
Na cars ne load broso go be. Me not sure say as I said to me two again simple sir. And it's risky. Kufu a double picture man who picture what
African Regents Hotel.
Hotel. Free Fiesta Royal Kwano so ebe sakotema moto
okay.
Before ubetra Kufu hotel na ewo hono. Ebua very risky. Sa pepe so moto we so the only ko see hono no. Eno so ebua akwa abakwa enim. But I don't know how even obi na yes sir. We allow it is telling you that ye ni sambra na echese fanoma do say ye jemo go
because as the load stations ni nyina checkpoint ni nyina say
if you new one omo dey ba enu ba bia no obi abetutu agu so obi abubu agu na ehu ni pakra you are calling Alaji Abbas yes remo
no I'm sure say there are police for cameras no on that stretch we should be able to
but they should give us update on this because we
should be able to find Ngofu Ebu because say a car be na pay me ya we
danger because one yan in terms so adesan obati ani dwira no bi akọ obi kam
and also akọfa
asefo for kwana ba enti say ebubu agu a enya 1 week ni it's going for more days more enti ebubu agu en manim ye yenko clear na yemi hu nipa o mutu sa na mo no
and woka kwan road infrastructure here mama memfa we ntwam no crese street light e wo ye man mu bebre na nso but man there are some first class residential areas, that's the first class communities be in our country and in Accra especially a tikronenim in wo kwa to say Airport Hills esum Musa Dominic esum me say now what share we call Samia Uku at 40 birthday party no Jesus Christ esum say wo free elwak esane ko interchange na obefa so de akobema camp no wo say osane ase ho ebesen ko Airport Hills East Airport ne ade ja esum ni demu kokosi baby amejo mahama statue ni si no ofa wonsa right awo ko chain homes ona esum
no be na wo complain no so what ECG pen can anyone na street lights be no now complain me no complain achewa and you I'm back train one bank train
esum me ehona street light post this is
here who say street light post it be our complain achewa me ye tie for complain achewa wo nim dia ni experience our ECG no e bia say ye mfa kan na nkotu mu we e bia say ahode na e ba no affect dum so e bia o ma betutu bob say fi ho na me obesu achem ni say no e wi wu tu achem say me
okay it ma mean show okay enti yeah, what they friend a public lighting levy. It was a levy ran by in 2015. One of the levies are not a woman, a public lighting levy, and Abeka rural electrification levy. So I think a public lighting levy and electrification. I think rural electrification levy. So in the two levies, in the public lighting levy, what it means the ECG is a conduit. By the GGS canon. In the fact that we're three public lighting levy. As part of our bills, I would ECG, you know, and no just says carico ECG, in the statutory levy in the Ministry of Finance here, the ECG is only a conduit.
So, what in
the street lights are not managed directly by ECG.
Now, then, I want to comment we are running throughout this country. Obia street Achimota street like ECG Mokuya, ECG, and then why have we allowed ourselves for that to fill our minds?
No, that's Sanchi, when you mean, what's a medeba? That's a ECG for
just say every sometimes you allow a certain idea
narrative to
that is the case. Only say obi full ECG because of that.
Sure.
But now
because public lighting levy, once it's a levy, a statutory, ECG and ECG sika. Acquire say NHIL levy na light bills so then go ECG ho. In the ministry ni ho. But about public lights, street lights and na the Ministry of Energy and the manage. They do that with the assemblies, no. In the end, directly and easy.
The assemblies can really be held responsible.
Absolutely. It will go assembly be a more electrical engineer for the assembly, and they are supposed to, in collaboration with the energy ministry, to fix our street lights.
Okay.
And if the energy ministry thinks so, I'm for ECG as a consultant for ECG to do it for them in a different way, but as it stands, it is the Ministry of Energy.
Okay.
With the assemblies and there was a manager.
So in this case, what do you prescribe for that area? Into
the various electrical engineers in the assembly so must be held responsible. So they should tell us why they cannot do it. Obviously, because then we know say a Ministry of Energy and the Ministry of Finance to provide that money for them to be done. And I've said this time and again, say Oman, for some of these in Humano, elsewhere, they are privatized though. Into him said there is this private company a street light in show monsa. They will go and replace no more
we are in an environment. We are in an environment that we've abused every opportunity to trust any honest
because
if you give this contract out, and never be one more crime, if you give this contract out,
Because I said this thing, so it should be given out.
I say, what the idea with man, we catch us in the man, you good on my ankra, and the man, what the man crank procurement to at the end, a bunch of issues to be okay. Can see a new crana. Oh, there will be a Procosia and Cosi, Koda, let me be so say. It's a bansa singing in Sasaka and I know sometimes. Certain individuals in Kwana de biomutimi to adentia.
Because again, unim susa buying SARS, no. So the Ministry of Land and Natural Resources dealer or money as a company recording saying.
Company.
And yet a company.
Jato company.
Yeah. It was arrangement now more now. What it means, they say I was so munutimi and they be because if a private company can be entrusted with that huge responsibility, deliver, and the state cannot do it. Because again, some would argue, say, Odiama private company, the private company in the terms, beba, Mejen say 100 acres, mawa, media saying, Obama me 10 acres, Abayobejatum, I mediatum, Quanaquaya Jumano. Into Ayabano Jena Sasia, nobody should complain. Because Anka or minor a resourceful Nanko minor nadia. Because you control the state, and you control the police, you control the Ghana Armed Forces, you control all the security agencies. Yentimi enye abain sa say was a private company the now ononso and ononso to me deliver ma there. Then idea was what the man also bet me edia man.
Dan near kasa on say mekasa kasa bebre enya de sese you. Enforcement is a challenge, not the laws. Because we have almost every law covering every misdeed be a bekoso or act be a papa be a bekoso in this country. But enforcing it, there are a lot of challenges and hindrances in the rules of that enforcement. And Busa say, how do we ensure? Because you're not careful about your mind. People will start misbehaving. Because the levels at which a certain group of people, not necessarily politicians.
Yes.
Omo esesa ejapade enyene kwaso.
Enyo. And especially it starts at Yogusa, it starts with state lands, no. The state lands it's crazy.
And you maybe buboba.
It's crazy.
Na eja hunu kakra e kosa sa wase onti no. Sa anu maybe say no wakika you say Debbie facha and ama ehun asem ka no. Akoye bibi ho. But yenye careful. We don't have to act as if say sebi nimde kakra onyame di man no nipa kakra bi na ewo muti and the Ghana ni we are say no obi afie crash epie o obi afie crash epie o kane no na obekọ bro no bi so na kro bi so na ebusham no na crash ba akokra eni ho
esi ade
ene de obi nipa dodo 99.999% Crash a pifio.
Anya Ebushia ba could be a lawyer ba could be an engineer ba.
Bibi obenya public office. Ejina na utu na mo bi no anya careful.
Problem.
Obenya odifo, obenya centroni, obenya dwadini. Kan na dwadini on specific people. Watching my dress, Charlie man, one appear minkamo, BA mensamo. Then on specific people, they are spreading all over. We have resourceful, successful businessmen in this country.
But on the way now, axle load when I was here, we say Obi, that thing was welded just on Friday, and then the truck crashed into it on Sunday. And I think, sir, the police should go back to their cameras. We have to identify.
A+ lead that charity a meaning baby. A billboard
guy been a billboard a two and a moon say or hanging on his hand is dangerous. It has to be done. It has to be done.
Oh yeah, you better a problem. Abba. Problem by your pet. Now for your friend
Edward Bauer, say we know.
Yeah, Bauer.
Yes, Bongo.
Another intelligent young man. Yeah.
On roads ministry investigations near the I don't say Obi. So which contractor will admit that he paid bribe for a job? That will be self-incriminating. Edward Bauer.
Then there's no essence of investigation. Just a coward's name leading in this country.
Sure.
Because if you think that I'm genuinely, and then we can't solve problems in this country. So what it infers is that where say NBC Bano Bishop Kasasa, it should be there should be a punitive measure for even people reporting falsehood.
Sure.
It is said Professor Adai said no nim the oka okokaya dey onimu susu so asade no e dey aba say compromise bi by it's at the expense of us as a country in their investigative channels no so mo compromise it through some the way abeto abonto so man e man na high
sure
na o man ya nipa ya mfum so ya ntimi nka ya tete eche dey you ba onim nyafo e so you worried because me ma tibi ba me nya dance ntino me tibi ka
enfantuja so
what my tibi say Matipa, that's the Biobi. Mitraka say some of our public and civil service people no. Every quite 9 o'clock.
Yes.
I know I pay the back at 12 or 1 o'clock. And how they are calling us to report to us. If we on time book was a clock in was a day, then we see those things. But we report to their next in command that you take the necessary action. So if we don't put up that trait now, I could do for a kind of credit. No, be a sampa. Minister and as a chief director and as a ministry work away or Jamie X amount of money. It's like a scholarship deal. We can point at Obia or so well secretary now as soon as
we be crying.
We should be able to tell you that you took it. This is the evidence.
That's how you solve
that is one of our problems in this country. Obviously. Na musra mo frɛ sɛ ye no mo ka sɛ no a mo fa dance bi anka no in some cases no ye pa de betima ye obviously as when you are even talking about illegal mining who give say illegal mining no people in this villages no they don't know the people who are doing the mining obi wadarma omunim na obi na area ye ho say
omunim pa
obi
na pa
eti na
ye ko wa say ko kro kitu o say omo a Galamsey Kimpins amanfo ni momo everybody knows them they know them
now the koftua Minister Duka say Minister Duka no ano to illegal mining o say buame na mintimi enche san konfo na wo kan o san konfo say unya mfa so firi onti no wo be so be yi wani na be Duka de ko yi na ni mo wana. As I speak to you now, there are customs officials here. The evidence are back. So I'm not containers at D. Yes.
Every port.
Now port one cry the obi. Omunyo. Port one.
Tema port.
Omunyo. And sometimes, rapid response police any investigative bodies, when they get such reports, they should not sit on the reports. Aji obi Nicodemus likopeke brain. Yes, 30 seconds, then they will call you. We are almost through with it, so still hold on and to it. That is why these are customs officials. I dance here.
Or much containers.
$2 million and so.
Jesus Christ.
Ghana businessman. That is why the Ghanaian businessman is always cutting corners. On tria taxes, so tria more money for soda. That is why customs I GR ni sankofo sebi nipa kunkunu nipa wo koko basa kati nipa nanti obi a kati deals. Omani tokro down. Tokro daga na ho. Sometimes when you sit here and you know the things you know. Now ultimately and say situation. Now I feel no frustrated. I say no, it's Ojana Eko. Because in your attempt to make sure you streamline and regulate, you know, now make a regulation and I mean it, you know. The people that are say, go ye to the world and ensure that there is sanity at where we do our mining. Sawa. Kofana kwa na sadne sa won ani. Me de mensabe wo ani. So we are beneficiaries of corruptible practices. So we pretend to be cutting off those corruptible practices once we are enjoying from the benefits of that corruptible act. Oh, here na better TV so cause me pene magalamsi koso. Na galamsi the microphone say butum kutu. Galamsi the microphone say butum. I had to say you kwati aposifo a omugigi sika. Ghana for ntimu de munim say aposifo sika be money. Central Police Station unim so omugigi nonma omudim ko jan yad mo sika no omugigi ntimu nim. We so me na me koka. And a Ghana for us were complain. Some more answer must say Chiescano. More answer Mutia, Uncle Trevor, you'll complain at some many day. Yes, you will call customs, who call immigration, who call fire service, who call police. The corner so can call. Also, you need quite so. Oba could trade 20,000 Ghana City a movie. You do see me now by the Casa. Now, baby, I didn't a clinical psychologist. Obi, this absolute level is serious. So, the port officials and MTTD are to be blamed. They don't check them when they load into by a hair. And man, and also cry we were raising as them cars ne loadi bebre wo krom ha no. Say omu loadu free port o meboa. In the port officials omu nim cars bia load e wo so omofa. Why do they overload the cars and expect so mobile chrome or say axle load station be here Juma? I don't understand. And that's the point Nipa we read. You see, they leave the port overloaded already. I've had calls to stop some on the motorway near the China Mall and reported them to the police as the truck couldn't pass under the overpass in Ashaiman. They had to reduce the load as I threatened them of sending the video to the police WhatsApp number. And that's a very important point in the reason. Again, I say, Obi, with government land, please, can you make the search of who and which company has acquired the 37 police depot and the DVLA plot? But I don't know quite Obi. It's a basi I don't want to catch race here. Oh, a basi I don't catch. People are frustrated. Who's a catch? Maybe Kobusa says them winning. Obi, and somebody will cry at Jimmy. They see a news be able to Jano. I did Dominic mo cross check my answer. Crana. You see, oh, Casapet no more deba. Sa Jubilee House phone. Oh, Casapet no more deba. Oh, Casapet no more deba. That's ya. Sa young man, mammy. Usu a chow. Also, MP we and no one.
Onyame MP or a parliamentary candidate.
Say what the one must be a strong citizen. Also, quite we no. Maybe Mr. Rubber for parliamentary candidate. What I heard him say. Or a parliamentary candidate way.
Drabbing. Asante Drabbing.
Yeah.
Asante Drabbing.
Chade mame.
Yeah.
What's he kukurumponi?
Na ye beso.
Area swadi obejesi.
Alfred Kojo Tredel says, Obi, my sister died on the 4th of February this year, and she's to be buried on the 27th of this month.
Oh, Tredels.
Yeah. Oh. Only last week, Friday, around 4:46 p.m., my beloved dad also died at the UGMC hospital. Kindly remember me in your prayers, Charlie. Accept our condolences. That's the really difficult. I mean, what's the stand now, Papa in a space of 2 months?
Easy moment too.
Eddie. Ghana no
easy moment.
Ghana no say unye year. Ube su nipa na we free mo. They say no say su. O say su e car. O say
my brother.
O say su e car obebo.
When somebody is in this situation, me hate din because
ne maame eni nua ba ene ne papa
until you understand the rhythm. Until you understand the rhythm.
Is ya usu nipa na wawu. Now say su ubotom. Well, so Obi, let us all advocate for this blackout at Airport Hills. Anytime I'm visiting my father there, it's very terrible. I'm taking Rashid or Tema Golf City.
When your area, Papa, more for black, light. So I'm going
oh no, I cry.
Chanta what's more for black?
Uti now message my answer 0548 443-523. Your WhatsApp number no 0548-443-523. Yes,
enforcement was a man. All the things I am is crying. Ghana Police Service and our number plates. When you issue statements about certain kinds of number plates, be almost say and you're allowed and you're approved.
Now, free.
Who says it's all over the country? The police is looking on just like that. Master, we don't want to change. We are pretending that we want change. We don't want to change.
Because
and number plates are more stylish in Ghana. And so-called revered people. No?
Yes.
And
the
so-called change. Yes. We don't want to change. And the cross that they buy by minimum Obia car no they call or the crest no number plate. No the crest about symbol be about no number plate. Now meaning how that in
say no number plate.
Yeah, no,
on one crest.
Yeah, crest, you know they are number
plate. What's the number plate?
That's what's happening in this country. We are all looking on.
And Obia
to trap me tea. Now they are yet to say Jatanum no. Now they are body about when you allow some of these things to flow. And we don't have the education. Yeah, that is what is happening in this country. Now, so be a woman, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's very sad. Those who are supposed to do what is right, they are doing what is wrong. One here, a form of honor, a pum about the volcano. That's why we read the GRTTC for the Ministry of Transport for release the drivers have no right to blah blah blah. No. When you're careful because when you're careful, I say on them, too much.
Yeah.
When people begin to think that they want to take their own destiny into their own hands, it's because space na major tool for education and explanations. No, just space too. And we're not talking to only the politicians. You are a Ghanaian. I'm talking to you. And Mona also the Kobokina now, when Tiama Weaver now, and Mona Basha North now, the bank. You're careful. Dear Yanisi, I can a change of Sumpa. In one dinner, a boy in charismatic and Pentecostals and Muslims and Hindus and Buddhists and Ekankers and all of us. Azachum. It's heartbreaking the way you milk this country. All professionals are compromising. Heartbreaking. Now they're all pointing another, all pointing your mama. Now we're pointing one of your You're pointing at Nanadu and your mama. Let me say both political parties know a campaign say deceitfulness. Now we want to qualify for that standards. Deceitful campaign.
As a Obi Chantro
MPP and NDC. Deceitfulness.
Dishonesty.
Oh, please. We don't have a choice than to choose either John Dramani Mahama or Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We don't have a choice than to choose
I take strong exception to
that. Legally, these are, okay, we don't have a choice than to pick amongst these two recognized, fully charged, responsible political parties.
No, that is still not true. That's still not true.
Okay,
until Chairman Electoral Commission and publish your notice of poll. Ubens our choice. Your anya say on that notice of poll, no, you would see a certain Dr. Baumia, you would see a certain John Dramani Mahama, you see a certain Alan Kwadwo, you see a certain Nana Kwame Bedia.
Oh, man,
you see a certain
you're still talking.
Nana Kwame Bedia.
I'm saying that Alan Kwadwo chairman, nobody doubts that. Unfortunately, and yeah, idea Sebi mean Kent Alan campaign and I check that campaign. Well, unfortunately, Omu be anywhere. Obenya Kwenya. This election, the next election, maybe we can, but be truthful to yourself. They can be deciders of the election, but pass it. You know, sorry, 2025. That's a cheddar. The hundredth a miracle of the I'll be overly shocked. There can be people to call the election, but Omanhene unfortunately, Ghanaians are stuck to NDC or MPP. Unfortunately, it's not to say that they can be the 20th wonder of the world, But to tell you that it will be extremely difficult for the movement to sit on the throne or for Cheddar to sit on the throne.
New force.
But they can be deciders of
the election.
That's a fair analysis.
Okay, we say Obi special greetings to Honorable Charles Echampong, MP for Lower West Achim and Deputy Minister for Communications and Digitalization designate. Asaman Kesenash ena onodi way abrain. We say Obi, I am Samson Kwesi Benoit. Today is my birthday. God has added another year onto my age. I am 61 years today. Please wish me a happy birthday.
Oh, how many years?
61.
Oh, wow.
61. It is Samson Kwesi Benoit. Happy birthday to you. We say, okay. Obi, please, don't blame those who give bribes because that's how the system has been designed or set up to compel vulnerable citizens to do so.
It's not true. No system is designed for any vulnerability or somebody. It's young mindset, Obi. If people have start fighting this kind of mindset and perception, and cannot because that's how the system. Are you saying that maybe call America now? Maybe eco trust socials or quite there now. Process BBA ya. Maybe $50 to a man one can say. Yes, I didn't your best. It can be a gift card. Mother, me who was here because Kebasi Sam Shebre. Now Ghana made the tour. Over. And the system pushed me away. Because Nipano could have defied.
He could have compromised. Yeah. Well, Uncle B,
maybe 200 who I don't come and see a Bob will be, but I told and with the Ghana mentality, they don't have the far paper and you trust me. But the chassis could as a graduate about be here. Who cry, you know, so what's the original? So that is the system. And be crime abrochida
obetua from any day
but otwifama punishment and this is so no it nipa no yen adwene ya nyina ya mmoa na ntwifam no ano mrase so what I say na fe omo mutimi di ne kura ma oman no so appreciate omo because many father more time no be who dey busa papa on so film na say the late Asigri putting up one building in their time.
Not anything.
You can see the sweat and the toil.
Yeah. But then no, obi or civil service, the salary at $3,000, but or to dying $300,000.
Obeto. Also ambitious.
$400,000.
The man you na go school.
Charlie. But we say and this
I used to disappointed all the social. Or see a bob of political parties when to protect a party that is going to make you.
Charlie, make me refi. And America say, so I comment now make you any I
totally disagree.
Completely objectionable. Sure. LPG, the Liberal Party of Ghana. Na young Kofi Akpaloo Percival or brutal. The next president now Ghana party ben now bob posters. Kofi Akpaloo. LPG posters baby. We say Obi, I hope you can call me concerning the recruitment of the security service. I'm a former NAPCO intern and now contract staff with GRA Customs. They started recruiting in January. But they recruited outsiders ahead of us.
Okay.
One argument.
There was a problem about we end up for more GRE.
Yes.
But them so emotional. So that they were about the cack of our body. Now,
the whole idea was say,
but no, you had this was your position until you know the kind of engagements as uncle for
that's true. That's true.
Maybe an idea.
That's true.
You don't qualify until we get that.
But the challenge with that will be say, we mostly say ECG for example. Say time and I'm in so one person feel spaces be was first advert niko internal advertisement. Say vacancy abeda honi. Why the wo insider office or qualify apply. Because of the idea behind your friend is saying NAPCO no say you yomo kwasa agencies no omukwa konya experience after that the say be agents ninya vacancy bia they will give them the first right of refusal and that's what I was expecting so at least some person will find inform them first if they don't meet the qualification, then you can step out. If you don't inform them, they are adding. Say we committing the time and resources to push the interest of the organization. That's a vacancy.
So let's get a better explanation
to what actually they are. I agree.
Because another obi to be true to ourselves. No?
Yeah.
What you want the same job now, you know.
And no be free outside about it's difficult.
The challenge is and almost manage a political space in a political office. Obi say most of them find the panel. I shifted from the normal mood now. You say we papers now I apply now we go through interview now if you want from now for you're quiet and then you're in.
So you see the advertisement will be done because a public service commission requirement. It will be done, but the challenge is that by the time I want to advert now, CV crab or more also more for my favor. That's where the challenge really is.
Okay, so then my next issue number 2, then maybe I feel now so be about community body. Let's say the New Patriotic Party. Maybe I do know. Sir, maybe I don't know the word, but sir, me personally because I'm tricky, and I say, sir, a verification, lack of verification. We don't want it because I'm disappointed in the MPP coming to tell us that the government of the MPP coming to tell us that performance tracker.
Yes,
74 projects and on the account of 64. Now wrong entries or more deleting 64, net 2, net 3, net 6, net 8, net 10, net 12, net 15. My catch is saying no be any that war.
Yeah.
Probity, accountability, fact checking, verification, and yet in the bosom of Kwabena Asante. It is say they cannot continue to behave like this because it happens and it's not healthy. And that's what I say. Deceitfulness, deception, be deliberate actions. Because what is such a serious exercise of national importance, moving beyond the shores of Ghana. So what happened? And as our 67 or so called no, more delete but 74
What I understand about that is when the launch was done, they realized there 67 projects wrong entries, but they promised the project that we uploaded onto the platform a project from 2017 till last year 2023, I think March or so. In every other day they will be adding on new project. And what I think Fatima communicated was they've deleted 67 entries or say wrong, but they've so far added 74 new projects onto the 13,000 project. And
I don't have a problem.
I think that's my understanding.
My point is at least it's a fact checker for government. But my point is such an exercise, national duty. You don't go to the extent of 67 errors. Because we are seeing now. Next one now share a test room one or test running. Then I say sanitiana. Okay, almost we were a certificate of Munya fast. Me am community picture mami Munya video live video. Na me access say percentage and how can you come with it is if nobody had raised issues and objections and Kabehunu will go to sleep. The pressure of people drawing government's attention to this sebi now there be a shame because now we cannot find any other better way than the government trying to be smarter. What the 74 about I don't care. Also the 74 crab, a certain level of recklessness went into the preparation of this tracker because of national exercise in Obi on any day. That's what book away. Now see proofreading. BBI is okay.
Yeah, but because you are now bringing in intent.
Yeah.
Now you are moving to intention.
Okay, Mami Cho, did you want to correct me? Mami Cho, maybe you say,
yes.
A krata, a Emma or mine na, and found a party, a manager paddy.
Yes.
Baby, our boy manager paddy, home brano. Oh, to Tunoma, a JJ. As our mouth coin, many party making a Ginibia or pay a binny. Say a quatico for us, got a dada now. Who is here now? So, Sadia went to Mamma Mudia. I come to me Kawi, but I don't know minimum adwene meso adwene say adwuma hu hu say no so we na bo apayo bi anada bi yabem.
Okay, in as much as I want to agree with you on the need for proper verification before launching a project, because the project be say na a border on accountability, trust. Very important. In the BBC saying a border on trust, I think verification should be top notch.
You agree that human errors here factor be the human errors?
Yes. And then the next leg, even though I think say I was verify before you launch.
You deal with the court.
Yes.
Yes. Judgment on the matter.
Yes. And I agree. Say verification should have been done and done. Who go over by 5 or 6 times. I don't know why your final launch.
Before you proceed with your however,
yes,
well, the mistrust about Electoral Commission, the National Democratic Congress, on just calculations, intent, you know, that might not be the intent of Electoral Commission. I agree, but how do you arrive at that?
I agree. And in America, say, however, no, if you are launching a system, I will upload the over 13,000 projects, over 13,000 projects. Now, if there are 67 wrong entries, and for me, I want to look at it from the angle, say, government itself communicated to the people of Ghana, say, we've identified 67 wrong entries, and and I think that is something positive. Of course, Obiabe to me, I'm an explanation to the intention behind why those wrong entries came and all of that. But I don't want to believe, say, the intent was to deceive. But the point is, 13,000 projects. Why would you deceive with 67 out of 13,000 projects?
67 at the bank. Also, yes, our discussion. Because a certain room has been given.
I agree. But I was just say, entry into like soft copy software. Say easy. Easy registration we are. Your friend your friend saying voter is it verification exercise. Say obi nkonkoshe ne din. Way says spelling baby polling station and then you correct. The government hasn't got that luxury. So we launch project be say no friend say the media no and until there was anka buy verification but I don't want to believe say with ill intent
I respect you what you don't want to believe but on said okay say adwuma we no de mame mo aban so abaso in your comfort.
Yes.
Baby, I will be no. You see, I will do Trifo Timokwa. Mobo, Trifo Timokwa. Abansi pay the Papa Patraka for me coach for. A Trifo Timokwa.
Yes, my project be saying if I may call.
Then you lead me to all those projects, and then it helps.
It is
one of the, I'm telling you. So again, the NBC should also hear it out. And you be biana aban the baba. You be ponche to tokuro mu ina dia kosi baby. It's a no problem. Obi opposition, a majority of the decisions the government takes piano and then papa. How do we build a country like that? Now papa.
Yeah, but that is also the work. That's also the work of the opposition.
But
you have to check.
You just don't oppose, not for the sake of opposing sake. You just don't oppose because also no more they be going. You can't say scrutinize to test so and then can project be an so policy be an plan be and consider. Project be and policy be on the baby and 100%. Where there's a need to appreciate the effort of government. Typical example, the school free SHS. You challenges every other. But say you did dance say enrollment and other things. No, I call up more. Our challenge continues to be you careful. You compromise on a lot of things. So let's work on that. It doesn't mean that the implication of free SHS no a bogus and I say papa. And then you probably match me rachimota. Any at this school, any their account, but for free SHS.
Sure.
So not everything should be attacked in its entirety. And we don't look at solving the real critical problems too. From emotional point of view, from political point of view, knee-jerk reactions, that is all we do, interest-serving solutions. So anytime the interest is not bigger than individuals, political parties and politicians, and it's not a Ghana interest, no, solution here limited. Maybe I'm here pending a raising scholarship situation about Obi. We have been part of this system from 1992. The Omuya Nomo. So let's solve this problem from a national point of view. Let's not be talking as if, no, let's solve this problem. There's a problem. There's a problem. It needs to be solved.
It's true.
Because we want political capital out of everything that we do, both in power and in opposition. And the crowd by election time because of elections now by quine. See, you didn't cry and you demonstrate over time, say a quine here and your election time and then nada never saw canal last minute. Bazaar. This is the country we are ruling. It is painful how this country management of this country one finance your preoccupation. And I say maybe 4 years cry I don't give a toss. I will ensure that there's sanity in the system. I'll fight teachers who are on leave and they're taking money. I'll fight civil servants. I'll wear ghost names. Now ghost names. If we a former finance minister Kojoba, I almost pam ghost names. Almost pam ghost names. They be a pam ghost names. Every year ghost names is increasing. Any beneficiaries?
Some same I say ghost names phenomenon about from
ghost names phenomenon about from.
And that's what I'm
machines be but say it's okay digitalization. I digitalize you ghost names in free. A country that is fighting ghost names, the graph of ghost names, it keeps increasing. It is sometimes, I know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Semri they say, and on my Kuno maybe who say, Anna a ferry. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said digitalization. And this is you started bibia it over now when
I don't know.
Are we enjoying the benefits of digitalization? Yes. Because it's a carry on.
Yes, we are.
Anybody who stands anywhere and says the digitalization age was as a result of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you are not telling us the entire truth. Because that's president now can buy now within just 8 years. What be pages you? Why enhance it to a Ghana card? No doubt, Ghana card a very necessary tool. And then Ghana, but somebody started the Ghana card.
It's true.
Health insurance. Somebody started it. You build on it doesn't mean that you are the originator of it. But ultimately, why is that when we are writing history, you want to forget about the initiative? Now they'll throw history free, maybe our budget to us. Now, baton 4x4, will be an initiative. I know the first. Who did first? Abana jump,
and I think Sadi a very important. Why? Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know if a characteristic or a feature of competitive politics. And they inquire the end.
Yes, I net time.
Because I just idea if some more and Twaswa, but I mean these debates will continue. Messages Nibia ba Augustine Yawo Agbeneza says 67 entries out of 13,000. What's the error rate due to human fallibility? And we have to do that calculation here, the margin of error. But I think 67 out of 13,000 for every project, that would be
ignorable. Honestly, I remember the American, but make catch us we will not go this way because sebi. So we'll go this way there. Why are you holding letter commission? Mean pay the kind of environment, sir. We control 2. And I acquire 3. And I acquire say, Debbie. Please, let's be serious with, especially these electoral commission. Let's be serious. Let's be very serious.
That's true.
And yes, make us negligible, but negligible, no, on the consequence.
Yeah. The credibility.
Of course. Next time, what the idea of Bremia will be now, because me many other jackas, I am worthy, Magia Tumana, Debbie. Now, no, the 67. What's negligible? Okay, and then next year. The percentage is negligible. Maybe now they make 93.
Yeah.
Maybe I know what the map is normal.
Me, my way with what I think the Ministry of Information, more developers, no, also the percentage completion rate of the project, no. It the emphasis say project where cost war half Kenya say. Yes, started June 2023. Sisi ayewo April 2024. Completion rate 67% complete. Ain't how you come about that system? Of course, a technical, but there are some of the projects. I show project now picture on the tour. Now show completion rate now or more take a I think with the holiday, even though the projects are there, but mo completion rate no, but for example, share a Sipon Stadium now. Now 90% complete now. It's a bit weird. And for those ones, no, they can also look at that and make sure the necessary correction. No,
okay.
We say Obi Ghana will be well, but how soon? Because every sector needs overhauling. Remember what I discussed with you. Greet all my youth members of Akwetiman Christ Apostolic Church International, Gamel, and I would do we have a Gamel, Yadase, Papa. We say, okay, my name is Emmanuel Minsa from Kaswa Akweli. Obi, please, about the Doomso issue at Kaswa New Market area, it's getting out of hand, seriously, especially last Friday to yesterday, Sunday. Honestly, Mr. Obi, it is just not normal. Okay, the Kaswa Akweli. Say ECG for area on 8 yeah. Nim baby wo
Dubiki on top. So it's mama didn't in atwa twa.
Say the send your ma ba form kakra. Your ma ba form.
Ba do ma ba no ira kra o. Na fe do on ka say bia.
Is that your ma ba form?
Dubiki ma obo huna ne kakra ba o. Ah wa ko engineer or lawyer Dubiki eh?
Yeah, lawyer Dubiki.
You've done well. What you imagine him?
Yeah.
Now the conversation about Doom Solar's article.
Charlie. And I think what has rather taken center stage here, Ameri, Abanye na jo relocate the Akukuma Arsenal. I think they are omu rename and a minority no ebu.
I don't rename.
No, sir, unso omu relocate plant need the Kumasi. I think 150 megawatt to serve Kumasi and its
environment. No, almost Friday.
I think I'm more say almost a Kumasi thermal plant, I mean something like that.
At 1% can marry still.
Maybe that's what the minority is arguing. Say,
but name changing that the baby Biana.
I don't know. But at the end of what Kumasi
for rebranding as a MPP in Diaba and what America kakra rebranding.
Maybe that's the mischief for minority to say omutimi erezi, you know.
I see.
But I think at the end of the day, some of these debates, you know, yes, for the Charlie.
And then make us see actually.
And yes, what the people there want? Power. But
not just the power.
Yeah.
You should admit that. And that
lack of honesty and principle.
That's the point I keep talking about.
Yeah, it's true. We say Obi and Omanhene, you people are doing a great job for Mother Ghana. Keep it up. Obi, please, since they started doing the double road from Kaswa to Takrade, we are facing water challenges, because I believe they have been spoiled in this thing.
Yes.
Why do we always do the same things? Well, for a project of that magnitude, if the agencies now are not talking,
announcement be the disrespect to us as citizens sometimes, eh?
How is it possible? Say, oh, be a project in pipes are Ghana water.
As to whether communication has gone to
but some of these things do say
contractor
project of this magnitude no mo be
contractor access to fee. There's no respect to become and draw attention to the fact so you're being inconvenient so just I know that's it.
In Anakojo Bentum Winiba Junction that's a pass and also Woba Wednesday is your daughter's birthday. She'll be 2 years. Nana Esi Inshra Bentum. And we thank you so much. We say Obi, good afternoon. What's happening to our beloved Kotoko? Jack Enkoyu. Greetings to Honorable Charles Esuoku Uredu, parliamentary candidate at Bremen constituency. Very much our Domprewa Hamburg in Germany.
Bremen almost will be quite independent to honor.
Bremen.
Dominic.
Will be quite independent to Bremen.
Yes,
and my chum check my
Achim Swedru. Yes, independent.
Achim Swedru should be a you. Your friend saying, and yet committee, roads committee in Parliament chairman Kingsley Kennedy, you're saying, Nancy no di 45 years.
Na Eduomi no beko.
Eduomi as independent candidate.
NDC the omonko, menya like is omeko.
From the Metete no. It is not likely. NDC might not file a candidate.
But general elections they do.
Yes.
When the
When the omonko. But what it means, they say NDC anko Na say aduo me ne ko independent na aduo me ne ko pulling numbers pa. What does it mean?
It is a serious game. It's a serious game.
And it will be in the interest of the NDC for Adiomi to do well.
Politically,
yes.
Yeah, politically.
We say, Obi, we in the US of A cannot register on the tracker with our USA phone numbers. Please ask why. I personally know project having been shown on the app, like the Obi Chibelamte interchange at Abuse Okai. It is not on. Wow, that would be strange because there are a lot of even smaller projects. For a project of that magnitude, I think it should be on. We say, Obi, good afternoon. Is assignment a different country? Why are the trotro drivers still collecting illegal fares? The same assignment, you would wake up every weekend and see one road blocked for unnecessary gatherings and all sorts of impunity. It looks like assignment community is exempted from the laws of Ghana. Why? Yakwinta ewa assignment and Oman driver for us na edge illegal fares no. And obi frame from Ose Dansoman baby Uber Kruma. Driver for na atu buoni mu.
Dominic.
Driver for na to buoni.
Mon trap papa the voice, large in the voice. Yeah. I like no say, but I've made some sense.
Make
now there's a statement here. Dominic, I don't understand. Is it verified from the transport ministry? So, Omonchi driver for the country. Is it?
Omo abeye.
Yeah, also more to train. There's a statement to that effect.
Okay.
Until I can read it out. And then me with my final submission. I'll say,
but so when him say question yan teaching so lose.
Oh, they are work from seeking. Now we just no need to be lose that.
But chale ba 35 dem ko for na anya adi.
Masa. What they are growing now can say oh go different in you. They are see from say try.
Chale 35 pardon. I thought he would have done better than 35.
No. They say about one no.
But Ejusu broni nya zero.
Dominic Ripa no surprising you.
Yeah, Mami ya oyadi o. So ono di second and third. Yeah, she did very well.
229.
She did very well. She did very well.
Surprising.
But Ejusu broni ne de ne ya no. One the Legion Kuma na contest ya o. Where you be fourth term but when you zero. I'm also.
Then they say carry.
Woman is a nice woman power. Ejusu broni.
I want friend dey could in parliament. They say na can go for your own could be.
Challenge Ejusu broni ya zero.
Latest on head to head Napoleon the ebeto so. The ministry refers to a press release dated 11th April 2024, jointly signed by the Ghana Private Road Transport Union (GPRTU) and Ghana Road Transport Coordinating Council in respect of an attempt by some drivers to arbitrarily increase public transport fares regardless of the directive issued by the transport operators with reference to the administrative instruments. The ministry wishes to inform the general public that negotiations are still ongoing with the transport operators. Therefore, the ministry is by this statement urging the Ghana Police Service and other security agencies to be on the lookout for any driver who goes contrary to the directive issued by the GPRTU and the GRTCC. Is signed the public relations.
Oh, then a moment in some statement now. I think they should push the police to do the needful. And report on this show say assignment driver for an atum, dan someone driver for a bar car, almost atum, and a host of other areas. That's a area and so and pursuant to statement or mine a kind CCR. Then it means say obi yes hadina it's an illegality. And the send the say area hano driver for no atubuonim na yen direct police for no momra ho. Ye WhatsApp number ne 0548 443 523 0548 443 523. Oman sound so na wo call Agona West. So ni Agona West.
Ma me no that for.
Swedru. Agona Swedru. Honso Christopher Arthur ena ewini
and omunyai and I didn't like
240
I didn't like what some of the supporters of the NPP they were doing.
Aden
shame
no omu huru wan
mama no it's not
beautiful. Cynthia Mamle Morrison
it's not healthy.
But why would
the kind of politics now it's very bad.
But there's somebody who have 7 months MP for I think 2 terms.
It should tell you the kind of people that now all over. Yeah,
all bands or more on the page now.
Na Christo by they want to buy.
And congratulations to you, Christopher Arthur. Christopher Arthur, yeah, Juma wo YEA.
Yeah.
I think we're operations manager wo YEA. Onuna Ewini, now the parliamentary candidate Agona West constituency. And kudos to Kwabena Boating Esquire. Onunso ena Ewini Ejeso constituency.
Okay, so sir, Obi may wrap up as some birthday dedications be His Majesty Production CEO, no. 70 years.
Oh, okay.
And have a Kinedwed, belated one. Hello FM.
Yeah, Kinedwed.
Belated one. Joan Samantha Ohima, also Tema, a beauty specialist.
Okay.
Also, happy birthday and commando. As me Peja Mimuno. Me wo nyoma ba community bia me de beka ona.
Baba answer no man unim lawyer Dennis Ajejumo, very respected lawyer in our country. Or say Obi, what is the brain food for the Ghanaian mind? You are what you consume. Any country that wants to develop is careful of what the mind of its people consume, including the US of A. How do we feed the Ghanaian mind with, quote, nonsense through social media and expect us to reason right? Till Ghana realizes it has to exercise its digital sovereignty to protect the mind of the Ghanaian, it will be hard. Our focus is on the hardware of development, not the software, i.e. the Ghanaian brain. Fantastic stuff.
Makachra was say, the PI communications minister on the security imperative. Yes, space no can't be regulated. The influence that space they have on us, no, can it not be regulated? No, even the traditional space, the regulators and the agencies should engage and should be mindful of it.
Sure.
That's why sometimes because we are not in conformity with what your motherboard in the car. Debbie. But you must stand as in our to even though we are practicing opinionated journalism, it doesn't give us the leeway to do things
just about anything.
Until certain spaces are regulated, especially our social media spaces and other digitization spaces. Obi, your forward march as the next generation will be taking over us. A bad problem for us. Because the kind of things that they fancy and they endure and they love, you are amazed. You are amazed. Well, Obi Midisi na Apostle Salasi Ade and Osofo Prophet Samson Amwati and Apostle Adra.
Okay.
Namakai will be able to say, if there is any special thing for me on the 17th of this month as my birthday gift, pray for me.
And that is Wednesday.
Yeah, and pray for me to know God and to know Him well and to serve Him and serve Him well.
Yes.
That's the best prayer you can pray for me. And add good life to rest upon my life. To rest upon my life. They say, no, Anna, here a reemery, and Quan, and see who very critical thing. And remember us, Minimia Obi, platform na etisono. Remember us, so Yamen so far, Nengosra, and then a home didn't to me Cassiano, and Cosmo by. If you say, the young who need the air king kind, and your money I have film. It do baby. Now, it takes only God. Pentecost nyame ejano enkosun try honhia na enso yentimi nsomo even in our weakness draw attention to it. We are ready to be corrected. Now we can project Ghana. The interest continues to be Ghana and pray for election 2024. Mr. For kind of prayer list election 2024 enipekuo bia wonu amanyoko biemu wonu omamu omobutu baby ehye baby omode omobotaye and say ho ye ne sakasaka ye de basabasa Bompire Electoral Commission, the military and the police, all our agencies, not to compromise on the truth. Be honest in whatever they do towards election 2024. Unyamema na base mo drunu ene ebibrema ya kosunya that iconic adiena ewiasia man nyina no ehwe so e dia yake mami ke bia memo. Love Ghana and be patriotic towards Ghana.
One question be and I'll put you on the spot. But ansana no be say Obi. When are you going to interview your good friend, Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun? Greetings to the CEO of Recruitment Chelsea FC Nana Odro Safo.
Unim. May you make
or the metons.
Messages no. Abasa kotokodi may you make it.
But I'm saying this is your coach, your friend Prosper Ten Hag. Ogum. So Ten Hag. Manchester United for coach no bonnet for.
What's up, Papa? Oh. That's how could you on my friend because I know a normal coach or about team. Said Dominic on the Chelsea in the area. It is opposite Manchester United. There's
I'm also got to coach or Prosper Ten Hag.
And yet, that's all more Liverpool. Two Liverpool. No, no, Dominic. Team made of Atalanta was there. The team Bassa Bedo. Or what do we? I'm saying, hey, everybody kind of crowd. Now, I'm sure you say Atalanta was there. No, Musu Liverpool. Liverpool, no Musu from Zano. It's born and because of supporters in Chelsea. Oh, and yeah, easy how born kind of crack. Sure. Nanya born Anka second round. You won 9 matches. 9 matches, no. Kotoko winning 1. Sure. You about draw 1. You lose 7. No, we maybe some catch Kotoko for Derby. Teams are Christian or mobile English Premier. Every team got 7 and 6 in Ah, maybe a penny. You get doors too much. Building a team, no, Obi. I know that they are a Black Star and team that I know. Building a team. Too much. Media me penny say at the start of the season, coach need take you over no kind. Or can say oh here time. The result will not come immediately. But boy is need na susu. After coach no dey Kotoko league na na. Enye coach dey Kotoko. Ono na dey Kotoko league. E won tipa o. Hey, Ghana for. Hwe. Yeah, the end imprem boafo into wo balance anko ye dey amasa. Ijina. Imprem boafo. Ba e wo so omunya abotre man. But me dey bia me busa and anope maestro busa. Honorable Kojo Bajeman or Ultimate Sports Show so say Kotoko supporters e ka say na te ogumen ko no okwa yen coach ben ye kwa akofa coach ben and the okofa coach also okofa e Maswekradu na Maswekradu so wo team a okofa also okofa Kwesi Apia I would say Operation Abdul Razak the good thing for Kotoko is say your former players be brave see omu coachy who say Karim Zito bo Kotoko on the what dreams and he's doing well with them and I think when we make him an offer ebi obetimi aba Marshall Konedu is there Michael Osei is there all these former players they were which is good but I think Prosper Natiogum is one of the best coaches around yenya abutrema no enye de bia na nyoma ye Rossi do you know say even in Barcelona it got to a point a team they ball forma Xavi was forced to come and say after the season or the Nejuma Air tour. Yeah. But yes announcement you man after about 2-3 matches. Na very. Nyoma koye amabasa ya she PSG ya she obi. Oh mama vi. Oh no Jean law we everybody on the law masa you guys stop talking. Oh na house move za koye sa. See the nyakura but asem na ba. Oh. Obi. How's the enquiry? Putting me on the spot, they be at the runner. Was it another bad? Me back to we say, Obi, tell Omanhene that strong prayers are coming his way from me. Amen. Honorable Edward Bauer. Amen. Honorable Bauer on a Cremoni. Cremoni. And they send the not Honorable Bauer, may you on your Cremoni. Okay. Honorable Bauer, my young and naturally, not an amount for a sir. Or say Obi ball and cano crabbing. Oh boy, team no nasa. Now, unim the air shocking Cecilia. The air shocking the Kotoko matches now Cassia Bebono. Must you take a relegation? Oman share. Yene summer text ebebo. Hey, that is so number first no. Masa, boy's name. Oh, what taquetio. Oh, more summer boy. Yene summer text. Yene mediema bebo. Samates, Samates, and next match Mediema. After Mediema, next match Legon Cities. After Legon Cities, next match Bechem Chelsea and Brecum Chelsea. After Brecum Chelsea, next match Hearts. After Hearts, next match Olympics. After Olympics, you RTU. You we at your neighbor for Masa relegation. Hey, your best teams winning. Your best teams winning. Operation Wango. Teams winning. I bet you back. Oh man, so how na coach in the beginning? Unim say 9 matches now. You lose 7. Teams here, you boy you lose. Now the Javi. Masa, we can you strong football. Now man, your next 2 matches against Samatex, against Mediema, we cannot win. Mama example, I dey Mediema Dana. Mama example, Atalanta. Mama example. Atalanta, Liverpool. I have a team in Atalanta. That's how I'm fed up with the car. Mr. Dominic, the team from Atalanta was a dead. No, a cookie to Mamusu, if they're radical, Miss Mikacho, I had not the virgin in Munyano.
Now, yes, police, and then I meet here watch me sports shows. Yeah. So, police need be a grantee interview, Kumase. Say, sport be where just so. Now, Obe Kono players or area petition. I mean, why do people say some of those things?
Oh, I don't know. It's
it's not fair. Why would anybody come on air and be making those pronouncements?
But I don't see. I
don't know.
Omubunzu has any problem. Omubua.
Omubudi a problem.
Omubua. Point to outer.
Near sack them in the
yeah, what way?
Yeah.
Omubua.
Oh, yes, a policeman wajidin. Yes, a friend of coacher.
Policeman or coach.
Coacher. No coacher, no, sit there, no, to me back air because of the players. Why would you even say a thing like that? The whole team, who we and the master don't know why you're caught off fan. Oh,
Obi, a deal,
10 hard go me.
Seto Ofuriata. And the Gagambra Seto Ofuriata.
Seto.
And I mean, my family, and set Mammy for the idea.
And therefore, the mammy,
we gladly invite you to celebrate the special day of Seto Ofuriata. I mean,
oh, okay.
When you show absolute faith, God shows his faithfulness. Today is 15th, right?
Yeah, and the 15th.
Behind Harvest Chapel, Tessano.
Oh, okay.
61 Cliff Road, G30740. Okay, it's an invitation. What has happened? Come again. Settle for
very well. Mr. President in Denmark. Now we'll say we shall see a Becca Kotoko. I'm sure you are.
Yes, a supporters chairman or Temao.
Why?
You know, Aquan is a policeman. Then a policeman.
A coach channel.
A coach channel.
And now a supporters chairman. Tiana was all can't see me up. I'll call come here and then be behind the radio. Why would you say a thing like that? I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. As I know, I'm a Kumasi Ten Haga Swan na pressure.
Oh, settle and then birthday.
Oh, okay.
And then the birthday.
Okay, and happy birthday to him. Happy birthday.
Oman,
my question to you is there are so many people in your parliament
yeah.
Name two people who say, Sanko for way dear. My wish and my prayer is to see them in parliament.
Unfortunately, strong areas. Unfortunately.
They will go.
Definitely
they will go to parliament.
They will go.
And why?
Oh, Okuja to a black one majority leader.
Okay, maybe let me rephrase my question. Two people who need parliament is here.
Yeah.
You wish say on the parliament? Or need parliament is here?
Party beam.
Any party. Or need parliament is here.
Yeah, well, and this is for you nice man be a winning the organ and hold on and person a kai. Oh, okay, Facha be Mekai.
But some is me, into one kai back one.
Oh, where the Damano Pao. Okay, Mekai. And the other one, a MPP with this young man here, what demonstrated so bit mushroom name a friend the ocean law equality center or by friends is it Kumi a friend
NST
Alkumi.
That's Akwetia Star Boy.
Akwetia
Star Boy. Yes. NST Alkumi. Sure. Sure. NST Alkumi.
Mekai.
Oh no, for me, if I should pick two would be a difficult thing for me. We were quite a number, but I think top of my head. I would love to see Felix Kwachio Fosu in Parliament.
Yeah.
I would love to see Dr. Okoboy back in Parliament.
Yeah.
I would love to see NST Alkumi, my very good friend, in Parliament. I would love to see Kozi Yeah, Akosua Meno in Parliament. Yeah, I think she will be a fine parliamentarian. Yeah, into yes, for these young guys now, I think Omoba Parliament enye bad cry. Enye bad cry. And of course, I would love to see Edem Agbana in Parliament.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah. Yes, Your mama, say Edem Mounty. Now, because not original youth, original youth grounds, no, yeah. Okay, be under finish. What's any brother? I want to be one was it. Your mama say.
Now they say me who video no, but I'm not catch me. But him there, my worry, if what I heard was true, my worry is the growing disinterest in politics by the youth in Sabra. Omanhene dangerous for us.
What they are saying, these celebrities,
yes,
Stone Boy and Shatawale. Ghana and Shomuyi, they have their pluses and their minuses.
Yes.
Yeah, and so the impact they have on the youth. Yeah, I'm building up a positive impact.
Yes.
The omubetimi aye as instruments for negativity.
Yes.
Any nyoma ensem fatano energies no. Ebetimi very high and it will affect us as a country.
Yeah, it's true.
We respect their talent, we respect the God-given talent.
But they have to be controlled.
They have to be controlled.
Yeah. They have to be controlled.
They have to be controlled because Obi
more influence on the youth
beyond reason.
And especially these are Gen Zs.
Beyond reason.
Gen Zs.
I'm telling you.
My worry is if you have a number of these Gen Zs gathered at one place, now a political actor mounted stage, bought the name of a presidential candidate, now the whole crowd will be silent. Oh man, it's worrying. And my worrying is if we get to a level, the youth are forming the majority of our population. Oh man, disinterested in politics. It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a big problem. And I think if we want to have general elections, say out among for then we need to find a way of whipping up interest.
How do we whip up that
in the youth, in the Gen Zs?
How do we whip up that interest? The interest can be whipped when we also enroll these able young men to understand the realities of the ground.
Yes.
Your commentaries now, they
don't think about politics.
It is almost a certain life they went through. A bit about almost life. Oh, sir, I didn't know show. I've been in the showbiz before. I understand most of these games that they do, the intricacies of all these things. But Mesre, or mind be a shape your thoughts, a shape your attitude. You're careful, your norms be on ma, you're touching ya, your subversion. That's why I make us say every space be a manageable that can correct and shape ideas and shape attitudes and mindsets and perceptions. We should take advantage of those spaces and correct them.
It's true.
So as a Ghanaian, I did be able to poor about team and who say it will impact institutions. So think more of a positive impact than always that negative impact in the energies name. Now my managers and so. Yajia to say Opro Umpo, Sarkodie, Stone Boy, Kinshata. Omuna did the flag no. Come more your guy ya also the dressing to say a could I was God was able to him and say I was in the visit. But I could be outside there about no change the inspiration or to get to the inspiration. Go on. Huh? Zongo boy. Black Sheriff. Almost jump up.
Black Sheriff.
Yeah, almost jump up.
On entire or to turn away.
Messi or Chendo Fal Cantaman to a see no digo. Or to do my Yansa woman. Pay attention.
Bantaya, you said, yeah, need 100.
Say it's fashion on the move.
Oh, massive. Fashion man.
It pay attention. Pay attention. Ghana more money in Kuomo. And I have to thank this guy. A man here war tourism friends Ajiman you know now me say Jaru na Jaru me say audio ne show say Ghana or to AC6 classroom and all those things tourism relevance of tourism there.
Massive.
We cannot underrate it.
Massive.
So I massive. Now, me first Kwenya we so all the old people on lay foundation be seen ambule mo chasa mo.
Any ambule birthday.
Oh, any ambule birthday.
Any ambule birthday. Any Kofi Kenata birthday.
Oh, fantastic.
Kofi Kenata. Kofi Kenata. Kofi o Kofi. Aha, Omanhene. Unipa nini.
Aha. Hey.
Omanhene. Me ba to mo hwe no. Oba Facebook ni YouTube. Oba hu Black Sheriff. Atare bi e hye na odijina ha.
Oh, bi zo do.
But Black Sheriff so shock fans pa. Tell we dey gbonyo dressing pa. What? Black Sheriff. Or brutal.
Yeah. You're proud of them.
Yeah.
So I say you're proud of them because these Davidos no, they are not bigger brands than our brands. We don't push our brands to the limit, no. They push your money, sa big let's it flow.
Grow the industry.
And the persons with disabilities now most of our church releases, no.
Yes.
Let's say I
called for it the last time we spoke here.
Yeah,
they have to.
They've issued releases to that effect.
Yeah, it's not proper.
I think that
you don't have to engage yourself in Sanyoman to trend or to be relevant. Kofi Kenata.
Yeah. Oh wow.
No controversy. Nothing. No beef, nothing. Quality work, and you will still be relevant in the system. And I think amount for him. But man, wait, my copy some about names. Nibia, or more a person who parliament. You know. Among for the names Bebrina Abba. And I think I agree with all the names, but of course, Mekawa say it's a challenge or maybe Nipani Dawson. I would always want to see somebody like Samia Uku in Parliament.
No one be automatic.
It's really a yes.
Felix can because on automatic.
Sure.
So what I say? Automatic.
Yeah. Abra Asebu Kwaman Kese.
Ashanti with Jimmy Rafi, there are two guys there. You know, very, very good guys.
Said Benga in the automatic.
NDC
in Ashanti region.
Especially even in Brekum.
Okay.
Yeah, guy be on honestly, or a sports guy,
Brekum.
But he's lecturers. Also, he's been there for long, or NDC tickets. So.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah. So there are seats in Bihonma.
Yeah.
Samioku. It is obvious.
Gideon Boakwe obvious.
It's obvious.
Okay.
Clearly obvious. Yeah, obvious. Also, because it was obvious.
Sure.
Clearly, but Aquano, any pay a coming on and obvious to say.
And that's the battle.
Yeah, a battle.
Yeah. It will be interesting. The next part will be I think Atik Mohammed would also be a good MP. He would. Atik, you go so in the essay.
Esicado, for instance.
Kwabena, Stuttgart.
Stuttgart. Very good. Stuttgart. Oh, Stuttgart. Maybe to say maybe a Charles BC way.
Yeah, it's kind of
and Emun now.
Emun now.
Emun now.
Let's
see. I think so.
Let's see.
Yeah, Dobi Bias. Chiandi can come, mommy. Natural Larry Dugby. And Elvis Darko.
Yeah.
Natural Kumasi who presenters will be dinner.
Oh, Kumasi.
Apart from comedy crowd. First one, the comedy crowd. Apart from comedy crowd.
Our own comedy Jantua.
A Jantua, one year.
Minim Omanhene Jan.
Omanhene Jan.
Omanhene Kesben. Lawyer. Omanhene Jan. Our back crisis here.
Our party so crazy. Oh, your free TV show Kesben had the call.
I work Kesben had the call. Oh, sir. And I mean him Sawoka presenters generally.
Presenters generally.
Sports for any sports for account. Oh, and they said my friend Atapoku Atapoku wo Ayala wo
so strong point there sports.
Na say Bright can come do wo
no say do sports they call baby also
baby can do it wo sometime wo okay wo your friend is saying Chemano Kesben that be Kesben Chemano
na takwade why be no
oh na takwade dey bebre
feeling that mu nyina ho
ena me nipa ya Kumasi kwa me nipa ya wo Angeli
Alaji
Kwame yes I don't know
I see
Angel
what do I do and Omanhene so ho
Omanhene wo Edubuachi sure oh na say Kumasi dey no so yale dey be there
I have radio station saying that wo I take a serious offense.
Me can't say radio station ni ho.
My brother.
Me say radio station saying the
I take a serious offense.
Ah.
Anapua FM ne I take a serious offense. Please. I mean, just now. So anytime you anyhow.
Radio station didn't design.
Great FM ne Anapua.
Anapua FM. After this short break here, Trussell, you can see essentially stay with us.